Are you sad about Tiger right now?
I am sad. Somebody in the comments made a good point. I asked our viewers here to tell us how they feel about the state of his game, and somebody said, I'm just going to see who it is here, so I give him a shout out.
Somebody.
Rose City Hawk fan.
Okay.
They said that the participation in golf and playing the sport are two different things, and that made me think. Like, I really appreciate that. I think he knows that he's not going to go out there and, like, I don't think he actually truly believes, like, I'm going to go get Jack's record or anything, but he knows that the fans love to hear that he still has that Tigerism in him, so he gives it to us, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I needed that optimism because, you know, we talked, I think it was last week with Alan, that he seemed to be on track to play in the Players. That's obviously not happening. Here he was at TGL talking about his practice.
I mean, I haven't. This is the third time I've touched the club since my mom passed, so I haven't really gotten into it. My heart's not really into practicing right now. I've had so many other things to do with the tour and trying to do other things, and so yeah. And once I start probably feeling a little bit better and start getting into it, I'll start looking at the schedule.
I mean, obviously his heart's not in it for a super understandable reason, but his body's also not in it. You know, like his heart was what was keeping him in it before.
He might also be starting to embrace that he's not a businessman, he's a businessman.
Yeah.
So he's got more going on.
You wanted to get that in the show.
I did really.
But yeah, I mean, this was another year where I remember he said, I think it was 2023 at the Hero, where he's like, I'm going to try to play more this year. I need to play more. It's another year where his first start of the year is going to be the Masters. And it's been over 4 years since the accident, which is wild. It's flown by. He missed the cut in the last 3 majors of last year. His best finish in the last 4 years is a tie for 45th at the 2023 Genesis. It's been 4 years.
I would have thought there was a top 25.
I mean, he finished 18th out of 20 at the Hero World Challenge, so there was a top 20, but it doesn't really count. I mean, he is eligible for the Champions Tour this December, which I think is wild, because I remember we were talking about Tiger being like, oh, he's going to be eligible for the Champions Tour. It's coming, and maybe that will get him some reps. He can be in a car, and he can feel the juice of competition.
Maybe that's why he's being coy there about, I'll look at the schedule, because he's going to make the switch sooner than we think.
Well, he's only eligible in December.
Oh, yeah, so December's a long way
December's
away.
A long way away. You got to look at the calendar. But
calendars.
Yeah, I'm just bummed out. I wanted to see Tiger hasn't played the Players since 2019. It's just like we keep on being like, oh, he's going to play more this year, and we see him we see him look good with Charlie, and it's just the same stuff. And this is another thing. Obviously, the death of his mother is a totally separate situation. But I'm just bummed out. Like and Andy was talking about the ratings. Think about if Tiger was involved.
Yeah.
And so they're doing these solid numbers without Tiger and with all this disruption. So
is Augusta though always an opportunity just because of how well he does there generally?
He hasn't done well. I mean, he's made the cut, but he shot like 79. He's been shooting a bunch of high scores on the weekend. I don't think so because of how difficult it is to walk the course. Other than Kapalua, it's the hardest course that they have to walk. He's going to be in pain by the weekend. So again, I think it's awesome that he's going out of his way to still be involved with the sport and still be this sort of face of the tour and have some presence. And especially Sunday Reds keeping him active too. Gave us that clip with Carl Phillips, which was great. Carl Phillips. Yeah, it's the most chantable name on tour. But yeah, I'm just a little bummed out about it.